Good morning, Facebook family and my faithful loyal YouTube subscribers. Today it is December 1st. The year is 2016. So in less than 30 days, we will be into the year of 2017. I'm sipping on tea this morning. I had a rough night the last few nights. Last night I was kind of sick all night long. So I didn't get very much sleep. That's why I'm doing this video so late. Normally I'm up about 6:30, 7 o'clock. But today I said I need to sleep in. Last night was kind of a long night. Didn't get very much sleep at all. Alright, so in yesterday's video, I'm doing a series of videos about me and Earl's relationship. And you know, we've been together for 20 years and some of the ups and downs that we had in our relationship. So right now I'm somewhere, I think I'm about in the year of 1998, 1999. Earl is in the process of moving into the house with me on Rankin Street, which is in the old 4th Ward. We lived at 577 Rankin Street, a house I had built in 1998 when Earl's lease expired on his apartment. We had been together going on 2 years now, and he decided to, well, we both made the decision it would be more economical for us to live in the same household. And besides, we were running back and forth from his place to my place. So, let me think. I would say spring of 99, right after school was out. I'm old. So, Earl's friends and my friends, upon hearing that Saturday morning that we were busy moving in, and he was moving into my place, all hell broke loose. Earl's friends were upset. My friends were upset. Now, you have to understand something. We were 26 years of age. We were very young. All I know is that we're moving into the house and Earl's demeanor changed. He didn't tell me his friends were whispering in his ear, you should be moving in there, you're making a big mistake. And he says, I changed too. And I didn't tell him. My friends were saying I'm making the worst mistake of my life moving Earl into that house. But this is what was going on in the background. So because we had people whispering all this hateful shit into our ears in the background, and neither one of us were man enough to say, listen, this is what my friends are saying, we clashed that day. We did. And it got worse because after we got all Earl's stuff out that U-Haul up this hill into my house, we first had to get it out of his apartment, which is on the 3rd or 2nd floor. There was no elevator. Getting into the U-Haul, drag it over to my place. Earl hadn't packed any of the shit, so this was an all-day ordeal to get his stuff into my house. Now I had a house full of furniture. I already had another house. This is my second house. Actually, this is my third house. So I had furniture everywhere. Now here we are bringing his stuff. Where was this stuff going to go? I had told Earl for days, you need to give this stuff away, sell it. But he didn't want to sell his new stuff. He wanted to hold on to some of his stuff. But his stuff didn't go with my stuff. So we had to drag all this furniture into the living room because we figured, well, we'll drag it in there. We'll figure this stuff out later. So it's hot. It's summertime. Summer's just starting. We're young. People, parties going on. So Earl literally made arrangements without telling me that once we got finished moving, he was going to a pool party. Now, I didn't know this because my friends had wanted to come over and do something at the pool at my house. The house he's moving into. But we all had stuff all over the place. So literally Earl dropped his stuff off. And you have to remember people were whispering in Earl's ears, saying stuff. Don't move in there. Worst mistake you ever made. Get your own place. You need to get out of there. This is what his friends said. Even the friends that came and picked him up. Hey, Walter, how you doing? This is nice. But just told Earl, you need to move out and don't live with Walter. But they were smiling in my face that day. So Earl got dressed. Earl and his kids got dressed. I'm out there I'm in the living room trying to sort through this junk. Like, we're going to put this mess in. We should have just put it in the garage. But I had a garage full of cars. So I said, okay. Next thing I know, Earl comes downstairs dressed. We ready to go to a party. You going to a party? I think that was our first argument about all this. I literally almost took that junk that he threw in my living room and tossed it out onto that front lawn. But I was so exhausted. He left. His friends came over there, and I'm thinking they were being supportive of us. Little did I know they were not. And some of these friends were my first time ever meeting them because these were his co-workers. I hadn't met these people. They didn't know me from Adam, and I didn't know them. They showed him on us living together in that house. So anyway, Earl left for the party. I called my friends. They came over. And so we had to clear some space. So we decided to put my Mercedes convertible out of the garage and onto the street, which in that period of time, Atlanta was kind of a rough area. That area was rough down there. We were scared somebody might try to steal a car. But we said, forget it. Move the Mercedes down there to the street. We're going to put this stuff in the garage. And that's what we did. And then we had us a really nice cookout. So, of course, Earl's out of his pool party, having fun, doing whatever. We at the house cooking out, having us a good old time. Earl arrives, and he's like, well, what's going on here? Like, we having a get-together. But you didn't tell me you were having something. You didn't tell me you were going to a pool party. You just left. So it began to have these series of problems like this. Now, the biggest issue communication was definitely a problem because Earl literally went upstairs, got dressed, came back down, his friends then they took off. So there was really no time for me to communicate to him that my friends and I wanted to have a little get together over the house because he was leaving. I was going to be there sitting there doing nothing. So he got upset because we decided to move his stuff into the garage, which we did, and fire up the grill, which we did, and we had a party. I bet it was a big party too. We didn't want it to get that big, but y'all know how Atlanta is. I was known for having these big parties, so here was the. If I'm correct, this was Memorial Week. No, it was Memorial Week. I can't remember. It wasn't Memorial Weekend, but it was something very close to some Memorial Weekend. So all these people were there at the house. I mean, people had brought food, and we were out there grilling. We were hanging out by the pool. It wasn't no out of control party, but it was like, what's going on? I'm like, well, I was supposed to be just sitting here twiddling my thumbs. Like, you go to your pool party. I had my own pool party. The hell you think I'm paying for this pool for? So there were things like that. We got off to a rough start, communication. But again, remember, we had all these people whispering all this hateful stuff into our ears about us living together. This was just the first day. He hadn't even went upstairs and went to bed yet. So over the next few days, we began trying to get the house in order. I had to get rid of some of my stuff because he wanted to keep some of his stuff. He had some artwork. It was just different stuff that we had to compromise on. So I was like, fine. I was just glad that, we were living together. This particular house had a one-bedroom apartment that I was renting to a white guy who was a chef. And I was getting $1,000 in rent off that apartment. Earl did not like this white boy. The white boy was very arrogant. Smart talk. Sometimes white folks, they don't know how to talk to us black folks. I would ignore this behavior because the man was paying me $1,000. They're paying his own utilities. And he paid his own time. Sometimes he paid a month or two in advance. I'll give him my money. That was fine. So with him paying $1,000 back there in the front, we were practically living a very affordable lifestyle. To have a nice, big, beautiful, brand new home downtown Atlanta with a pool, it was wonderful. But Earl didn't like this guy. He wanted the guy gone. So that started a series of events of them clashing consistently, over and over. We were young. Earl was young. I was young. The white guy was a chef was young. So you had all these personalities. I'm trying to keep the peace. But Earl didn't like the guy. He just said that the guy was disrespectful to us, and he really was. I mean, the guy would go. We go to bed at nighttime, and this guy would invite his coworkers from the restaurant that he worked at, and they'd be swimming in the pool. And the next morning we get up, the furniture would be a mess, trash everywhere, and just cigarette butts. And we like, wait a minute, we got to clean this mess up. We live here too. Earl didn't like that. It was summertime, and we did a lot of entertaining at that house. We were young. You have to remember, we were only 27, 28. We had this nice house, nice cars. We had money. We had, we weren't, we were Atlanta, young. We were having fun. And so there was a lot of stuff that was going on over at that house in regards to that. We had that pool back then. We downtown Atlanta. So that played a huge, significant part of people wanting to come over and hang out and grill and cook out. So there's always something going on. Now, in retrospect, if you are in a relationship with somebody, you really should not have all these people in and out your home on a constant basis. So that is a recipe for disaster. And that is exactly what happened. These men would come over to the house and get drunk. They would try to come on to me. They would try to come on to Earl. There was just a whole lot of shit that was going on in that house caused by friends. And don't forget, we had family members who would show up there all the time. Nobody cared about our privacy. They just walked through the door. We were like, did you all knock? They literally just show up and walk through the door. Hey, Walter, I'm here. And we're like, okay, who was that? So this became an issue because they were so used to me being there by myself and me not really having no rules of or boundaries about people coming to visit. If the door was open, just come on in if I was at home. But now that Earl was there, we needed some privacy. And people did not understand that. Because they were so used to pulling up into the driveway, blocking the cars in, and going swimming. There were so many times we pull up to the house and people were in the pool. So my family member, okay, who is that? Oh, they're swimming. Now, Earl did not like this. We coming home from wherever, and now we get to entertain these people who didn't literally crash the backyard. So there were some problems. And we were young. And I will admit, I didn't handle these problems the correct way. I would always side with my family members and friends instead of siding with Earl. And that was a mistake that I admit. Because this was our home and we should not have had to tolerate this type of behavior. But me trying to get along with everybody, I would say, well, Earl, they just swim in the pool, let's just go in the house. Well, Earl was like, I was ready to lay out by the pool and do something. I'm like, well, let them have it tonight, we'll deal with it in the morning. The next thing we know, they're in the house. What y'all got to eat? Can we cook some hamburgers? We want to use the grill. Y'all got any buns? You had nieces and nephews, little small nieces and nephews, my sisters and them. So it was a circus. It really was. On top of the fact we were doing construction work, renovating houses up and down the streets and areas, so we had the construction workers in and out, in and out, in and out. This was a recipe for disaster. And it created a lot of problems, a lot of fights, a lot of arguments, because there was just so many people there. There was no privacy. We had we had employees from the construction company running in and out. We were renovating the house right next door. My family members, my friends, his friends, more so my friends than his friends didn't like me at this point, even though they had just met me. So there was a lot of stuff going on in that house and around in that neighborhood, and just, it was a lot. And it created some problems. So that summer of 99, the first summer Earl moved in there, there was a lot of stuff going on 577 Rankin Street. A lot of fighting, a lot of arguing, the police getting called. The white guy who was the chef who lived behind us, he would hear us fighting, he called the police, and the police would show up at the house. There was a lot of stuff that probably should not have happened. And including, we had one fight one time, we literally tore up everything on that first floor. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I don't know what happened. But it was a fight. That dining room table never did sit up right again. I don't even know what we was fighting over. But we had a lot of fights. We were young and stupid. So, but all this stuff, all these problems that we had, every last one of them was from all these people who did not want us to be living together. So now my family was upset because they couldn't come over and enjoy the house anymore, but the pool in the backyard, downtown Atlanta, because Earl was there and they had to get his permission first. They didn't like that. I'd be like, well, don't call me, call Earl. And of course, Earl would be like, no. We live together. If you don't want to be bothered, you don't want to be bothered. So this presented a lot of issues because a lot of people... Yeah, I hope y'all listen to this, especially young folks. Outsiders can destroy your relationship. We ain't had no business having all these people running in and out that damn house any damn way. But we were young, and I learned a lot from that experience. As you can see right now, you don't see nobody running around this damn house. 2 dogs, and then it happened. When I have stuff going on at this house, we doing a lot of work to this house, I try to have him work his in and out of here before Earl gets here because I don't want to hear his damn mouth. There was a guy here yesterday hanging blinds. I called Earl and said, look, this man is having a tough time hanging these damn, we ordered some blinds, some wood blinds. They came out very nice, but he's having a tough time getting them installed. I said, he's over here installing these blinds. I just want you to know he is here. I don't want to hear your damn mouth. Maybe you need to go chill out someplace until he gets finished because he's been here all day. Man, I'm not kidding. He was creeping with them damn blinds. I started taking blinds and let me put them up my damn stuff. So, that year, us moving in together could have been a whole lot peaceful knowing what I know today. Keep people out your business. Keep your family and friends away. Don't let people, and when people are whispering in your ear, there's a reason why they're telling you this information. You got a lot of jealous, angry, hateful, envious people. My family members and friends who saw me and Earl, they thought we were living this wonderful lifestyle over there. They didn't realize we were working our asses off. All they saw us laid up by the pool. No, we had to work. Earl was working at Atlanta Public Schools and we were renovating houses. That shit wasn't easy. I'd be going all day working or driving. It was a lot of work. Y'all just don't get it. It was a ton of work. A lot of work. But we made good money back then. We still had some of that money. But we spent it, foolishly. I'll talk about that later. Because I do think a lot of our problems when we had forgive me, I'm going through a whole lot today. So I'm sipping on this tea. It's actually good. But finances can create problems too. But at that time, that wasn't the issue. We had a bank full of money. So, our problem was we had too many visitors. Too many people in and out, too many family, too many people in our business. I mean, you have to understand something. I rarely went to my family members and friends' houses. I didn't. There was no need to. I'm staring at them at my house. So I never really went over to a lot of my friends' homes and places. I mean, there were people, when I look back on it, there were some friends I had, I never stepped foot in their house. I just never went unless they were having a party or something. But they were at my house practically every day, driving through. I'm in the area. It's something when you live in a convenient area of how people conveniently stop by because it makes it very easy for them. Oh, I'm driving home from work, the traffic's bad. I just go walk to them house and sit and watch some TV. Well, how the hell we won't be bothered with you sitting and watching TV? So, of course, Earl will get off from work and there's people sitting in the den watching TV. Well, why do you? Oh, traffic is so bad, so we're gonna wait for traffic to calm down. What y'all eating? Are you cooking dinner tonight? I mean, literally stuff like that. Then all of a sudden, Earl will be cooking dinner for everybody. It sounds fun, but it's a headache because you didn't came home from work. You're not expecting to see these people here. They sitting up here, and it wasn't just family, it was friends. They would just pop in. It was ridiculous. And I was the person who tolerated this mess because I wanted to keep the peace. So I didn't want to chase people away. Because I didn't want to hurt those, how we get out in friendships. Today I ain't got no damn friends. Because of these reasons I'm telling you now. Anyway, this video is a little longer than what I wanted. But yeah, I hope you can understand this clearly. Like I said, I'm having a little indigestion problem. Sinus and all this stuff acting up. So anyway, if you like my videos, click like, share me your thoughts about today's video. So I said a lot. I might have to watch it the second time just so you can understand. I might have to rewatch it to see what I said too myself. So anyway, if you like the videos, click like, share them with family members. Don't forget to click and subscribe, and I look forward to reading your comments about the stuff I talked about today about me and Earl's relationship back in the late 90s. And this is January. Today, again, is December the 1st, 2016. This year is almost up. And we will be very close to getting into 2017. Anyway, tell me what you think about the series of videos so far. This is like the third video in the series that I'm doing. I'm going to do a bunch of them because I just think there's some vital information I think people could learn from our experience. And I am trying to get Earl to do some of these videos with me, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm out. Enjoy your, let's say Monday. I don't know what I'm saying. Monday. Enjoy your Thursday. Bye.